an individual sport, of course, Oliver, but in terms of having a group of players now who can bounce off against each other, enjoy each other's company, boost each other, do you think that's a good sign for the progress of all of you?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I'm sure, after George did well in Australia, it was, we were all sort of thinking, okay, we want to get past George. After Liam did well at Wimby, we were all thinking, okay, we want to get past Liam, and we're all sort of kind of dragging each other along. But it's great that off the court we all get on really well as well. So there's a good sort of spirit in amongst us at the moment.
How have you managed to cope as it came towards the end of that match? You see all the cameras coming in, and you can see everybody expecting the end of the match. How do you cope?
Yeah, it was kind of a bit weird. I mean, like when I sat down at the changeover at 5-4, I looked up and there was like a load of cameras in a line. I was like, geez, I'm close to the finish line, but I tried to sort of get that out of my head and just, when I was walking up to serve for the last game, I was just trying to think that this is just another game, just completely forget about the situation and, just try and play each point as it comes.
Are you equipped to deal with what might happen to you now after a certain Scott won this title back in 2004, and obviously comparison will be drawn? Are you quite philosophical about what might happen?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's going to faze me too much. I had a little bit of a taste of it at Wimbledon last year. Obviously, I did quite well there, and I think that it's also important to keep the profile of tennis big in England, and I really, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing and try and keep focused sort of every day.
Without harping too much on your stage career, obviously shyness is not an issue, so that will obviously help you in what might come up, right?
Yeah, I've obviously been in front of big crowds before doing things that have, there's been pressure on me in that respect before, and I think that's going to help me a lot in the future going forward when I have to start playing in front of bigger crowds. And I'm looking forward to what's going to come, sort of the opportunities that will come out of this, and try and kick on there.
What do you feel like you need to improve to take your game to the next level?
I think physically I can still get a lot better. I've been working on that quite a lot recently, but I still think there's a lot of room for improvement there, and there's just sort of tactically as well, get a little bit more aware and sort of get better coming forward into the net. But I think I'm going in the right direction at the moment, I feel.
Is there any player that you look at to model yourself on?
Sort of Robin Soderling, I'd say.
You've obviously had quite a few changes of coaches. Do you think, obviously having had a pretty good spell now with a chap from Argentina, sorry I don't know his name, do you think you're looking possibly at sort of settling down with him a bit?
Yeah, there was a couple of circumstances that weren't really my fault with sort of what went on before, and I had a lot of different things going on, and I sort of got in touch with Horatio after a little bit after Wimbledon, and sort of I think it's gone really well so far. Obviously I've had the best week of my life this week, so at the moment it's going great.
You're joining a fairly elite group in winning that title. Roddick, Solberg, Andy, now Landian. I mean, are you confident ultimately you can join that type of company? And do you feel any burden of expectation at all?
Not really. I mean, I've just got to try and sort of just focus on training hard day in, day out, and then hopefully, I know now I can take a lot of confidence from this, knowing that I've got the level to do this sort of thing, and just really keep working hard. I think that's the main thing.
Just back on the question of nerves, how does it compare going out on a stage to going out on a tennis court in a big match?
I think tennis means a lot more to me, and so probably there are a few more nerves there, and also I did the acting when I was quite young, so it didn't really register, it didn't hit home that I was about to go and walk out in front of quite a lot of people, and I think that I handled it pretty well today, and at the end I was just trying to sort of imagine that I wasn't in the situation that I was in, that I was just playing another practice set.
This is obviously a special day in New York. What memories do you have of 9/11?
I remember I was going to school, and I just sort of the events kind of unfolded when we were at school, and yeah, it's terrible what happened, and you know, obviously it's a 10th anniversary today, and you can see, you know, there's a lot of emotional stuff going on, and you know, it's kind of surreal to be here in 10 years after that. It doesn't feel like 10 years, and yeah, you know, obviously I think, you know, New York's kind of a little bit sad to that.
Which theatre did you appear in front of the biggest audience at? How many would that audience have been?
I don't know, to be honest. I was a sort of reasonably small part in Madame Butterfly, which was at the Albert Hall, and also I was in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which was at the Palladium, London Palladium, so they're both quite big.
You sang or just acted, or for us Americans, give us a rundown on your acting.
I did a little bit of everything really. I was on the stage, and also I did a couple of small movies as well.
Who's the most famous actor or actress?
Probably Christopher Lee.
Could you tell me where you're based with your Argentinian coach? Where does the training take place, and what is his surname?
Sort of anywhere and everywhere really. I don't think it's going to be a fixed place. I'll just be sort of training sort of all over the place, but just with the same coach.
Oh, you don't have a base to which you return to?
At the moment, probably London, but I'm sure that, you know, that will change, and you know, I'll just sort of move around a little bit.
So which coach do you use in London, for example?
A little bit in at Roehampton at the NTC, quite a bit, and you know, a couple of other sort of just clubs that are around near where I live, like Lensbury Club and Duke's Meadow, things like that.
What did you like better about tennis than the acting?
Just I'm sort of in general quite a sporty person. I like being outdoors, and you know, just the feeling of hitting tennis balls. I love doing it, so it's great to be able to, hopefully I can, you know, make a good living out of the sport, which is something that I enjoy doing from day to day.
Who did you have out there in terms of friends and family?
I had my sort of manager's brother and his son, but I didn't really have that many people out there, and obviously my coach and his girlfriend. So.
Is your mum's on jury service?
Yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to say that, are you? Did she get in trouble?
Yeah,
she is, yeah. She was going to come, so it's a bit unfortunate.
Have you spoken to her?
I have, yeah. I haven't actually spoken to her since I've finished, because it's kind of been a bit of a flurry of things going on, but I'm sure I'll give her a call and